Mr. Birla, may I request you to please stay with us? Request Chairman of the Aditya Birla Group, Shri Kumar Mangalam Birla, to address us.
Morning, everyone. It is truly wonderful to be here at the NSE for the listing of Idea Vodafone's equity shares after a remarkably successful FPO. It was 17 years ago that Idea Cellular was listed on the Bourses, and the telecom story in India since then has been punctuated by many events and milestones. And I believe that the successful conclusion of India's largest FPO of 18,000 crores marks one such turning point for the Indian telecom industry. The fact that so many marquee investors participated in this equity issuance is a testament to the government's vision of a digital India. The emphatic oversubscription of the FPO, with the overall book being subscribed 7 times and the institutional book being subscribed 19 times, demonstrates the tremendous potential of the India digital story and Idea Vodafone's role in it. The robust engagement from both foreign and national investors is heartening, and notably the full subscription of the retail portion is truly commendable, given the sheer scale of the offer. Vodafone Idea's journey to this point has been shaped significantly by the government's path-breaking reform package, which has nothing short of transformed the entire sector. I thank the Honorable Prime Minister, Shri Narendra Modi ji, the Honorable Finance Minister, Srimati Nirmala Sitharaman, and the Honorable Telecom Minister, Shri Ashwin Vaishnav, for their leadership and unequivocal commitment to preserving a competitive 3-player market. The policy environment today, I believe, encourages investment, innovation, and competition. India's digital economy is, as we know, booming, and robust telecom networks are crucial to support this growth. A nation of 1.4 billion people deserves 3 private telecom players. Vodafone Idea today is not just a telecom company, it is a national asset with 215 million users, about 8,000 megahertz of spectrum, and a network that spans Kashmir to Kanyakumari. The Aditya Birla Group, as many of you know, has remained committed to this sector for over 2.5 decades now. Along with our partner Vodafone Group, we have cumulatively invested around 170,000 crores in the Indian telecom industry. Before this IPO, in the last 5 years, out of 30,000 crores raised by the company, more than 75% has come from the two promoter groups. The latest fundraise has also seen an investment of over 2,000 crores from the Aditya Birla Group. This continued commitment stems from our belief in the promise of the India digital story. The proceeds from this fundraise are earmarked for a significant capex. This growth capex will pave the way for a network and technological upgradation across key markets, and this in turn will enhance operational efficiencies and lead to better performance. The cycle of investment will therefore trigger the cycle of growth. On the back of this fundraise and continued support from banks, I am confident that Vodafone Idea will stage a smart comeback, and this moment in many ways marks the beginning of Vodafone Idea 2.0. I believe that a revitalized Vodafone Idea is important for India. I want to take a moment to acknowledge the relentless spirit of Team Vodafone Idea, from network technicians and marketing executives to customer service agents to the senior leadership to the V team, has demonstrated extraordinary commitment, resilience and tenacity. Amid storms of uncertainty, they have remained undeterred, day in and day out. In fact, it wouldn't be an exaggeration to say, what a team, Sergi. I also want to thank the 215 million users who have backed the company through thick and thin. Their support is the very foundation on which Vodafone Idea will grow. A heartfelt thanks to also our bankers, Axis Bank, Jefferies and SBI Caps for this blockbuster FPO. Once again, I'm grateful to everyone who has believed in, invested in and committed to the vision of Digital India. A vision that will continue to drive Vodafone Idea forward. Today, as we stand on the cusp of a digital revolution in the country, a rejuvenated VI, together with other telecom players, will meaningfully contribute to the exciting and sustainable growth journey ahead. Thank you.
Thank you so very much, Mr. Birla. I would now like to invite the Chief Executive Officer, Vodafone Idea, Mr. Akshay Mundra, to please join me on stage and address us. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Mundra.
Mr. Kumar Mangalam Birla, Chairman Aditya Birla Group, Mr. Harish Ahuja, Head Product and Strategy Development, National Stock Exchange, distinguished board members of Vodafone Idea Limited and Aditya Birla Group, our distinguished business partners and the partners who work with us on this FPO, my colleagues from Vodafone Idea, Aditya Birla Group and Vodafone Group, honorable guests and members of the media. A very good morning and a warm welcome to all of you. Today marks an important milestone in the journey of Vodafone Idea Limited. It is our immense pleasure to see the successful completion of the FPO, and we are grateful to all of you for taking the time to grace this momentous occasion of the listing of our FPO shares on the prestigious National Stock Exchange. The overwhelming success of our FPO is testimony to the confidence and trust of the investors who have rallied behind us in large numbers, leading to our issue being subscribed 6.97 times. I would first like to thank our anchor investors whose confidence in us paved the way for making this FPO a resounding success. I would also like to thank all the institutional and non-institutional investors, and also the large participation from the retail investors who have supported us and shown confidence in our vision. Thanks to Aditya Birla Group and Vodafone Group for their standing by us in all our efforts, and we look forward to their continued support. I would especially like to thank Mr. Birla for his unwavering support and guidance and his personal involvement wherever we needed the same. I would also like to take this opportunity to express my gratitude to the Government of India for recognizing the critical importance of wireless sector and supporting the sector with a major reform package, addressing the structural and procedural aspects as well as the liquidity challenges faced by the industry. We remain committed to supporting the government's vision of digitally connected India. Over the last few years, our business partners have provided their extended support to us. A big thank you to them, and we count on their continued support on this journey of ours. It is important to recognize, as Mr. Birla mentioned in his speech, the efforts of all our employees who have, through this journey, remained focused on delivering their best. As a result, despite limited investments, the company has delivered consistently improving performance over the last 10 quarters post the reforms package. Going forward, we will focus on expanding and increasing our 4G infrastructure for both coverage as well as capacity, as well as introducing 5G technology for our consumers. We will continue to work towards enhancing our services to offer seamless and world-class digital experience to our customers. Also, our enterprise team, We Business, continues to evolve and make the shift from being a telco to a techco by offering relevant and advanced connectivity and security solutions to our enterprise clients. We are also expanding our A2P messaging, IoT, and cloud offerings via strategic partnerships to participate in the emerging digital opportunities and for maximizing value both for our customers as well as our investors. We continue to invest in our brand We that commands recognition and inspires trust, loyalty, and affection. As we enter the next phase of growth, and as our much-loved campaign says, be someone's we are committed to delivering value and be the nation's we. Last, but the most important, a big thank you to each and every person who contributed to the success of our FPO. These include the two stock exchanges, the NSE and the BSE, our BRLMs, Axis Capital, Jefferies and SBI Capital Markets, our legal counsels, Cyril Amarchand Mangaldas, AZB Partners, Sidley, our auditors, SR Bartleby and Company, Suresh Surana and Associates, our independent chartered accountants, Umesh Ved and Associates, our practicing company secretary, Ad Factors, our PR and ad agency, Lincoln Time, the registrars to the issue, and the teams at Vodafone Idea, Aditya Birla Group, and Vodafone Group, all of whom have worked tirelessly to deliver this stupendous outcome in a very short time. We are cognizant that this milestone in our journey comes along with great responsibility. We as a team are committed to work to deliver against these expectations. Thank you once again, and have a great day, all of you.
Thanks very much, Mr. Mundra. It is our privilege right now to invite a really special guest onto stage who's taken time off his busy schedule to be with us. I speak of the Chairman, SBI, and Chairman, SBI Capital, Mr. Dinesh Kumar Khara, to address us. Thank you so much, sir, for joining us.
Thank you very much. Thanks to Mr. Birla for giving me an opportunity to be here. Of course, we as bankers who have lived through a bit of considered concerns relating to the entity which it has gone through, but I'm very happy that the outcome is nothing but a reflection of the trust and confidence shown by Mr. Birla himself. I think the leap of trust which is seen from the larger investor community is essentially attributed to his assuming the chairmanship of the company and also showing the way what should be done. And also it is an unflinching commitment to the telecom sector which he has demonstrated by putting in his personal money as well as sourcing the capital from across the globe. I think it is not a small recognition. It's a big event. And of course, the nation needs at least 3 telecom providers. This was the wish from the government of India. But I think all that could not have happened unless and until Mr. Birla would have shown the way. So my personal thanks to Mr. Birla for ensuring that this sector continues to flourish and continues to be the backbone, the kind of digitization which we are seeing today. It would not be possible unless and until companies like Vodafone contribute in terms of creating the infrastructure. be it banking, be it defense, be it e-commerce. I think today the digital is the way of life. And with that kind of a opportunity which exists in the country, if at all our own investors would not be there, the sector will certainly go away to the foreign investors. Not that we are against that, we welcome them, but at the same time, we as the proud Indians, we also be the beneficiary of the growth which will be seen in this sector. So with that in mind, once again, my special thanks to Mr. Birla and also all the BRLMs who have actually made it possible. What was mentioned by Mr. Birla in his address, that retail participation being more than 100% is something which is quite credible. And also the way the domestic institutions have also shown the confidence is once again is a reflection of the trust which people have in the Birla's group and the leadership of Mr. Birla himself. So once again, I take this opportunity to thank Mr. Birla personally and also to all the BRLMs and also ecosystem players who could actually make it happen. I wish the great success to Vodafone. Rightly mentioned we. It's in fact, when I went to the anthem, it was very, very engaging and also encouraging anthem too. So I'm sure now onwards, the Vodafone is on a very different trajectory, and we will all be very proud of it. Thank you very much. All the very best. Thank you.
Thank you once again, Mr. Khara. Much appreciated. It's time to acknowledge and hear from our bankers. Let me invite Mr. Atul Mehra, Managing Director and Chief Executive Officer, Axis Capital, to share his perspective with us. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Atul Mehra.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Today is an auspicious day, and on behalf of Axis Capital and the team of book running lead managers, I welcome you all to the listing ceremony for the Vodafone Ideas FPO of 18,000 crore, which is the largest offering of an FPO in the Indian capital market. It is our privilege and honor to be associated with this prestigious transaction. And on behalf of Axis Capital, I would like to once again thank the two promoters, the Aditya Birla Group, the Vodafone Group, and the entire Vodafone Idea management team for reposing faith in us as a team. And I believe we have delivered an outstanding deal to the company. This transaction is truly a landmark transaction. I say so not because of the amount of money we have raised, but because of few interesting facts that emerged out of this transaction. Number one, we concluded this transaction on a fast-track basis in 54 days from the zero date. This is one of the fastest that I have seen happen in the transaction. Number two, if you look at the amount of money that we have mobilized in the retail and the HNI category, if you combine the two, and if you look at the subscription that we have received in these two categories, is, I would say, amongst the highest that we have received in any FPO or public offering greater than $1 billion. More importantly, after RBI put a ban on leveraging. So post the leveraging, which happened sometime in the middle of 22, this is the largest response that we have received. Point number three, again, this is again very interesting. This happened in this transaction, and the average size of subscription that we received in the retail category, which is very, very dismal, in this case is as high as 60,000 rupees. So average contribution by a retail investor is high. More importantly, we have added 9 lakh shareholders to your cap table, sir, and they are proud owners of Idea, and they look forward to Idea team working together to deliver spectacular return to the company. Last but not the least, sir, thank you very much once again on behalf of Axis Capital and the team of book running lead managers. We believe this FPO of 18,000 crore is a revitalizing booster shot that company has got, And with this revitalization booster shot, Vodafone Idea would be a very different company on a very different trajectory. We wish you all the best. We will be with you as you move along. Thank you.
Thank you so very much, sir. I'd now like to invite onto stage the Managing Director and Chief Executive Officer of the NSE, Mr. Ashish Kumar Chauhan.
Shri Kumar Mangalam Birla, Chairman Aditya Birla Group, Shri Dinesh Khara, Chairman State Bank of India, Shri Ravinder Thakkar, Chairman Vodafone Idea, Shri Sushil Agarwal, Group CFO Aditya Birla Group, Shri Akshaya Mundra, Chief Executive Officer Vodafone Idea, Shri Atul Mehra, Axis Capital, Shri Ashish Agarwal, India Jefferies, Shri Virendra Bansal, SBI Capital Markets, other distinguished dignitaries and family members present. Good morning and a warm welcome to all of you for the bell-ringing ceremony of Vodafone Idea upon successful completion of its follow-on public offer. NSE has a long-standing relationship with Vodafone Idea, it being listed and traded on the cash and FNO segments of the exchange. The FPO of Vodafone Idea, with an issue size of 18,000 crore Indian rupees, garnered an overwhelming response and was oversubscribed 6.36 times. It gives me an immense pleasure to share that this is the highest follow-on public offer ever in the history of Indian capital markets. India is now the fourth largest market in the world in terms of market capitalization after US, China and Japan. In terms of the number of trades, NSE is the largest exchange in the world today, with more than 25 crore transactions on some of the days and more than 1,700 crore orders on some of the days. NSE-listed companies have a market capitalization of US $4.76 trillion, with 2,460 companies listed as of today. The market capitalization has grown 97 times in rupee terms since NSE started its operations 30 years back in 1994. It is a testament to India's entrepreneurial activities and trust of its people on its entrepreneurs. NSE today has more than 9 crore unique PAN investors and more than 7 crore plus households, accounting for almost 20% of India's population, directly investing in stock markets today. We hope that today's event will inspire many more companies to look at the public markets for raising further capital to fund their capital expenditure. I congratulate the entire team of Vodafone Idea, the merchant bankers, Axis Capital, Jefferies, SBI Caps, their legal advisor, Cyril Amarchand Mangaldas, PR agency Ad Factors, and other parties associated in the FPO for their accomplishments today. And today's event is a testimony of their hard work. NSE looks forward to supporting Vodafone Idea in their future fundraising endeavors. Thank you very much. Jai Hind.
Thank you very much, Mr. Ashish Kumar Chauhan. Ladies and gentlemen, to commemorate the significance of today's event, we will now have an exchange of mementos. We have with us Mr. Ashish Kumar Chauhan, the Managing Director and CEO of NSE. And the gentleman will present special mementos and badges to Vodafone Idea's management team. To receive the same, may I first invite onto stage the Chairman of the Aditya Birla Group, Mr. Kumar Mangalam Birla. I'd like to invite the Chairman of the Vodafone Idea Limited, Mr. Ravinder Thakkar, post which the Group CFO Aditya Birla Group, Mr. Sushil Agarwal, Mr. Sushil Agarwal, and the CEO Vodafone Idea, Mr. Akshay Mundra. Yeah. Mr. Agarwal, may we have you on stage, please? Thank you very much to all of these gentlemen. I'd like to invite the Managing Director and CEO Axis Capital, Mr. Atul Mehra. I'm going to keep calling out names, ladies and gentlemen, because of the time constraint we have. Country Head India Jefferies, Mr. Ashish Agarwal. Okay, Mr. Agarwal. Like I said, ladies and gentlemen, we have a little paucity of time, so I would truly appreciate if you could make this as quick as we possibly can. MD and CEO SBI Capital Markets, Mr. Virendra Bansal. Up next, after them will be Partner Head Capital Markets, Cyril Amarchand Mangaldas, Mr. Yash Asher. And while Mr. Asher is making his way up onto stage, I'd like to ready Senior Partner AZB Partners, Mr. Varun Chandra. Mr. Varun Chandra making his way up onto stage. My cue to ready the Managing Associate Sidley Austin, Mr. Hare Krishna Ashar. Mr. Ashar. Co-founder and Chairman Ad Factors PR and Advertising, Mr. Rajesh Chaturvedi. Thank you very much. Thank you, sir. Ladies and gentlemen, I would now like to invite onto stage to address us the Country Head, India Jefferies, Mr. Ashish Agarwal.
Morning, ladies and gentlemen, and very warm welcome to all of you. We at Jefferies are truly honored to have ABG Group and Vodafone to select us as one of the partners on this historic transactions. As some of you have already heard, that this is a historic transaction for a number of reasons. Not only it's the largest FPO ever in India, it's also the fourth largest mobilization of funds of over $11 billion, and one of the largest primary raised by private sector companies in many years. I would like to thank all the anchor investors, the main book QIBs, the retail investors and HNI investors for making it a big success. Would also like to thank members who have been part of this journey, including the regulators, SEBI, stock exchanges, our fellow bankers, the legal counsels, auditors, ad agencies, and all the other intermediaries for their support. Lastly, I would like to thank Mr. Birla, Ravinder, Sushilji, and Akshay and the entire management team for giving Jefferies the opportunity to be part of this historic transaction. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, sir. It's memento time yet again, though I must remind you that we need to keep this really crisp. I would now request Mr. Ravinder Thakur to present mementos on behalf of Vodafone Idea. And the first recipient, I'd like to invite onto stage Shri Ashish Kumar Chauhan. And while Mr. Chauhan is making his way up onto stage, I'd like to ready the Managing Director and CEO Axis Capital, Mr. Atul Mehra. Mr. Mehra making his way up. Country Head India Jefferies, Mr. Ashish Agarwal. Mr. Ashish Agarwal, Country Head India, Jefferies. Up next will be the Managing Director and CEO, SBI Capital Markets, Mr. Virendra Bansal. Up next on stage would be Partner Head Capital Markets of Cyril Amarchand Mangaldas, Mr. Yash Ashar. Senior Partner AZB Partners, Mr. Varun Chandra. While AZB partners make their way up onto stage, I'd like to invite Mr. Harikrishna Ashar, Managing Associate, Sidley Austin. Who's not with us, unfortunately, this morning. Co-promoter Link in Time India Private Limited, Mr. Kishore Thakur. These are all key people, ladies and gentlemen, so feel free to acknowledge them. Partner S.R. Bartley Boy, Mr. Nilangshu Katriar. And while the process is on, allow me to invite Mr. Suresh Surana, Managing Partner, Suresh Surana and Associates. Next on stage will be Practicing Company Secretary, Mr. Umesh Ved. And post Mr. Umesh Ved will be our final recipient, co-founder and chairman Ad Factors PR and Advertising, Mr. Rajesh Chaturvedi. Thank you. Thank you, gentlemen. Right. We're doing well for time. It's that crucial time when I invite onto stage Mr. Kumar Mangalam Birla, Shri Ashish Chauhan, Mr. Ravinder Thakkar, and Mr. Sushil Agarwal, as also Mr. Akshay Mundra, to make their way up onto stage. And while we're getting photographs going, I'm sure you are aware that post 9:14 on that little clock there, the countdown has already started. Animated conversation, because this truly is a special moment. We are around 30 seconds away from that momentous occasion. And in a slightly jocular manner, let me try and get my numbers backward right as well. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Woo! Well, a big congratulations to Vodafone Idea Limited for listing of their equity shares post the FPO. This is a significant milestone for the company. And here's wishing everyone a huge round of congratulations. We are grateful to our host NSE, the book running lead managers to the issue, our members of the board, our family and friends, well-wishers, importantly our shareholders. All of you took time out to celebrate this occasion with us. Thank you once again. And I request the gentlemen to please stay on stage as I now invite a few more to form part of the family for the photographs. May I now invite MD CEO Axis Capital, Mr. Atul Mehra, Mr. Ashish Agarwal, Country Head India Jefferies, Mr. Virendra Bansal, Mr. Yash Asher, Mr. Varun Chandra, Mr. Hare Krishna Asher, Mr. Kishore Thakkar, Mr. Nilangshu Katriyar, Mr. Suresh Surana, Mr. Umesh Ved, Mr. Rajesh Chaturvedi, Mr. GVA Srinivas Murthy. Let me get out of the frame. Thank you so very much.